Did anyone warn you that life after 80 could feel like a curveball? Because even the strongest, most independent people find themselves caught off guard. In this video, we're diving into 5 harsh and unexpected realities no one escapes after turning 80. These aren't the obvious physical changes or the numbers on your medical chart. These are deeper shifts, quiet changes in the way people treat you, the way you see time, the way your own memories start to whisper truths you hadn't noticed before. Some of these might be things you've already felt but couldn't quite put into words. Others may surprise you, but they all have one thing in common. They shape the way we experience aging. Stay with us until the end because, while these changes may sound harsh, understanding them can help you find peace, purpose, and even renewed strength. There's something incredibly empowering about naming what you're going through and realizing you're not alone in it. Now let's begin. Number 1, the shrinking world of social connection. One of the first realities that quietly settles in after 80 is the noticeable shrinking of your social world. You might still get phone calls, still see the occasional visitor, but there's no denying that the frequency has changed. And more importantly, so has the feeling. What once felt like a natural rhythm of friendship and connection may now feel scattered, even fragile. Friends move away, grow ill, or pass on. Family members get busy with their own lives, and without even realizing it, you begin to spend more hours in silence than in conversation. This isn't about bitterness, it's about honesty. After 80, many people aren't talking about how hard it is to keep those connections alive. You notice the drop in invitations, the widening gap between visits. And even if you're not someone who needs constant company, the absence starts to speak louder than you expected. You may find yourself reminiscing more, not just out of nostalgia, but as a way of keeping the people you care about present in your life, even if only in memory. The laughter you once shared, the ordinary routines you once took for granted, they start to feel like treasures now. There's nothing wrong with you for feeling this. It's not a sign of weakness or even loneliness in the traditional sense. It's simply a quiet adjustment that almost everyone faces, yet no one prepares you for. And it's why staying emotionally connected to yourself, to your story, to even 1 or 2 people becomes more important than ever. Because when the crowd fades, the depth of just a few real connections means more than ever before. Number 2, how small health problems become big ones. Something that often catches people off guard in their 80s is how even minor health issues no longer stay minor. A small cold lingers longer than it used to. A bruise takes weeks to fade. A tiny stumble that once would have been forgotten by lunch can now lead to weeks in bed, physical therapy, or even surgery. It's not just the body slowing down, it's that the body's ability to recover becomes more unpredictable. The margin for error gets smaller, and something as simple as forgetting to drink enough water or skipping one meal can throw off your whole system. You may still feel strong, and in many ways you are, but your resilience no longer operates behind the scenes the way it did in your younger years. What was once automatic now needs your attention, your care, your gentleness. And this change isn't something people often talk about. Friends, family, even your doctor might downplay it or chalk it up to just getting older. But you know the difference. You feel the weight of each recovery. You see how your energy dips lower than it used to. The challenge here isn't just physical, it's mental. There's a frustration that comes with it, a sense that your body isn't on your side the way it once was. And if you've always prided yourself on being tough, active, or independent, this shift can feel like a betrayal. But here's the truth. This awareness is actually power. When you start noticing how your body responds, you can adjust. You can slow down without giving up. You can tune in to what you need. More rest, more hydration, more forgiveness for yourself. This stage of life isn't about proving anything. It's about protecting the strength you still have by not taking it for granted. And sometimes the strongest thing you can do is let yourself heal fully. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, Please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, the quiet loss of visibility in social spaces. One of the most unsettling changes that comes with turning 80 is how easily people start to overlook you. Not out of cruelty, but out of a quiet cultural shift that no one talks about. You walk into a room and the energy doesn't quite shift the way it used to. You speak, and sometimes people talk over you. Not because they mean to, but because they assume you're done. You might find yourself repeating things, waiting longer to be acknowledged, or simply feeling invisible in group settings, even among family. This experience is more than just being ignored. It's the subtle erosion of presence in a world that moves faster and centers youth more than ever before. And it's something few people prepare you for. It can feel like the world sees your age before it sees you, like your stories, your thoughts, your wisdom are somehow discounted, even when they hold more truth than ever. You've lived, you've lost, you've loved, and yet there are moments when your presence feels muted. This reality can spark a range of emotions: sadness, frustration, even a quiet kind of grief. But there's also a strength in seeing this shift for what it is. Not a reflection of your worth, but of a culture that forgets to listen to its elders. You are not invisible. The world may not always notice you first, but your voice still carries weight. And those who take the time to really see you, to sit with your stories, your humor, your memories, those are the ones who matter. They're listening, even if it takes a bit longer for them to lean in. So don't retreat. Don't let silence define you. Share what you've seen, what you've survived. Be the quiet force that reminds people what dignity, depth, and endurance truly look like. You may not always be the loudest in the room, but you are the most seasoned, and that carries more power than most realize. Number 4, the narrowing of your daily life. One of the hardest parts of aging after 80 isn't just about what happens inside your body. It's about what quietly disappears from the outside. Your world, once busy and filled with familiar faces and places, starts to feel smaller. Not all at once, but piece by piece. You might find yourself going out less often, not because you don't want to, but because things feel farther, harder, or more tiring. Friends who used to stop by move away, fall ill, or pass on. Neighbors change. Favorite restaurants close. Your world doesn't collapse. It gently contracts. There's an emotional weight that comes with that. The loneliness can feel like background noise at first, just a little extra quiet here and there. But over time, it gets heavier. Even for the most independent souls, there's something disorienting about seeing the once familiar slowly fade from reach. And yet, there's something powerful in naming this, in recognizing that what you're feeling isn't weakness, it's grief. It's the natural sadness of watching chapters close. It doesn't mean you've given up, it means you cared. But here's the truth. Even as the old world shrinks, a new one can still expand. That expansion might not come from travel or big events. It might come from the depth of a new conversation, from a friendship with someone younger, from sharing your stories in a way you never have. The world doesn't have to be wide to be meaningful. It just has to be alive. So call that friend, even if they're far. Join that book group, even if it's online. Take a short walk, even if it's just around the block. Your world may look different, but it's not over. It's evolving. And there's still space, plenty of space, for joy, laughter, and connection. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, the unpredictability of your own body. After 80, your body starts sending mixed messages. and often at the worst times. One day you wake up feeling clear-headed, steady on your feet, strong enough to take on the world. The next, you're slower, foggier, unsure why your knees won't cooperate or why your hands can't quite grip that coffee mug like they used to. What makes this so frustrating isn't just the physical inconvenience, it's the betrayal. You've lived in this body your whole life. You've trusted it, and now it keeps changing the rules on you without notice or explanation. You might plan a walk one morning, only to feel a wave of fatigue you didn't see coming. You might bend down to tie a shoelace and realize it takes a little longer to stand up again. Or maybe you're caught off guard by dizziness, stiffness, or a strange numbness that vanishes as quickly as it came. And yet, here's the part no one talks about. This unpredictability chips away not just at mobility, but at confidence. Suddenly, you're thinking twice before going out, not because you can't, but because you're unsure of what your body might do. That uncertainty can make you feel smaller, more fragile, even hesitant in situations where you used to feel in control, and it's completely understandable. But if there's one truth that can help here, it's this. Your body may no longer be consistent, but your response to it can be. Flexibility becomes your new strength. Adaptability becomes your shield. You learn to prepare, to pace, to give yourself grace without giving up. You start to listen a little more closely, to rest when needed, to stretch, to talk to your doctor, not just when something's wrong, but to understand how to stay a step ahead. Because knowledge, even in the face of unpredictability, gives you a sense of power. So no, your body might not be as dependable as it once was, but you and all your awareness and experience are still very much in charge. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Final thoughts. We've just walked through 5 harsh realities that often emerge after the age of 80, each one surprising in its own way, and each one capable of quietly shifting how we experience the world. From the thinning of once close relationships to the physical unpredictability that sneaks in when we least expect it, these changes have a way of catching us off guard. But here's the truth. Acknowledging these shifts isn't about giving into decline. It's about stepping into your life with your eyes wide open, so you can live it more fully, more wisely, and more freely. What stood out to you the most? Which of these 5 realities have you noticed in your own life, or maybe in someone close to you? We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one insight you've taken away from today's video and how you plan to respond to it. Whether it's letting go of guilt, reconnecting with someone you've drifted from, or simply being kinder to your body, your story might just be the one that encourages someone else. Because in the end, aging doesn't mean losing value. It means gaining depth. And by facing these truths together, we strengthen not only ourselves but each other. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.